inside Five and Dime, and it looks like they have a lot of new merch out right now, and they have pretty much everything in stock. To begin, I'm pretty excited that they brought a Loungefly bag, not lug. So this is like a Loungefly fanny pack, and it comes with this little coin purse that says Year of the Horse. This will run you $75. These are also the new ears that are available for the Lunar New Year celebration. They say California Adventure on the back, and then it says Lunar New Year. This is super cute. I like them. I think they're really cute. There's like embroidery and then as well as silk screen on there. It's like there's also a Lunar New Year Spirit jersey. It says California Adventure on the front, and it has some lanterns on the bottom. This Spirit jersey is going to run you $84.99. That's quite a lot, I would say. And then this is the New Year of the Horse 2026 Magic Key t-shirt. Actually pretty cute. I really like the artwork on this. These shirts can be found right as you enter, and it'll run you $36.99. Alrighty, so I'm here today at Disneyland because it is the first day of Lunar New Year, and there are a bunch of new foods that are coming out. Cody's going to join us a little bit later in the day. We're going to do two separate videos from this. One that's specifically from the Festival of Foods, and then the other one that's just kind of like the other things that are available to do right now at the resort during this time. But to start off my day, I'm heading over to Schmoozies because there are some new waffles that came out over there, so I'm going to try to hurry up and try them. Alrighty, so first food from Schmoozies is going to be the hot dog inspired Mickey shaped waffles. They will cost you $11.29, and they're red batter waffles with brown sugar and cinnamon custard, yellow whipped topping, and sprinkles. So my suggestion is, if you can, mobile order them ahead of time, but they're just going to have them sitting there. But typically, if you just walk up to Schmoozies, they don't normally have a long line. So I just went ahead and walked up and ordered these, but these are so cute. I can't say that I'm familiar with the flavor of hot dog. It is Korean inspired, so hopefully it's delicious, and I'm really scared it's gonna stain my teeth, but let's get into it. So as far as the waffle's concerned, it's a perfect consistency of doughiness. Again, it's warm. The dough, the waffle itself is not very sweet. Let me try that filling. Oh, that's good. It just tastes like cinnamon sugar. It's almost like somebody took a churro and melted it down and turned it into goo. Like, look at that. I like this. I'm gonna give these like a 9 out of 10. They're really up there for me. Also, fair warning, that whipped cream does in fact stain my fingers. I don't know if you can really tell. They're stained yellow right now, so be careful. You know, I need a drink to go along with these waffles always. So I picked up the iced honey matcha tea. It'll come with cold foam, and garnished with honey cereal, which is basically honeycomb. It looks so good. I'm not sure if this is a lactose friendly drink. I'll let you know in a few hours. But I'm gonna give it a good mix. Okay, I have to say, I'm pleasantly surprised, but I wouldn't say it's like ceremonial grade matcha. It's more on like Starbucks matcha, if that makes sense, which tastes slightly herby, but less on the strong side. If you understand, if you know matcha, you know that Starbucks matcha is not all that real. But I mean, for Disney, I guess it works. I'd probably give this, I'm more of like a ceremonial tea matcha kind of person, but I'll probably rate this, I like a good 6 out of 10. Because it's nothing like wow factor. Like, you can literally get this from Starbucks and just add honeycomb on your own, or whatever cereal you want to add. So coming into the park today was not that crowded. I did come around 8:30, so a little bit after rope drop, but thankfully it's not crazy yet. I'm sure it'll pick up once everybody gets off of work later on. But for now, it's actually bearable. The security lines were not long. I actually went to one that was completely empty on the far right, and then it only took like one tram for me to get onto the actual tram, and then I was able to just walk in when I scanned in at the gate, so it wasn't too crowded. So Disney's Lunar New Year celebration runs from January 23rd to February 22nd. So you have that length of time to come and enjoy the delicious treats, drinks, entertainment, and so much more. So if you plan on coming, try to also be aware of like peak days. Friday, Saturday, Sundays are always going to be crowded, and the earlier you can get here, the better. Come on down to the Lunar New Year celebration. But I think I'm going to jump on some rides today by myself and see how many we can do. So definitely some other spots where you can enjoy the Lunar New Year Festival is going to be back here at Hollywood Lounge near Monsters Inc. They do have some special foods and drinks available right now between Hollywood Lounge and the catering cart. So if you're interested, I highly recommend downloading the app, look ahead of time, see what the offerings are. But I think I'm going to head on to Mike and Sully alone. Okay, so Monsters Inc. was amazing as always. You know, I had to get a ride in because it's going to be closing in the near future. So it will be missed, but they're going to make room for Avatar. So I'm hoping for great things. Next, I'm going to try to go on to Guardians. It says it's like a 45-minute wait, but fingers crossed because it doesn't look like it. I also don't know if this ride does single rider, but I'm going to find out. So the ride is actually at a 15-minute wait, allegedly. But we're literally going to walk into the queue. So I guess that's good luck. Okay, so just got off Guardians. It really was like maybe like a 10-minute wait, if anything, besides like all of the pre-show stuff. That was kind of a lot for me right now. I shouldn't have done that, but I think I'm just gonna walk around, go get a feel for where the food booths are for later, and then see what I do from there. It looks like they're already selling the Sip and Savor passes, so I'm gonna go try to see both places that they're available and see if the line's not too long. Then I'll just pick mine up right now. And then as you exit Avengers Campus here, sorry for the loud music, we're right by the Spider-Man attraction. You're gonna hang a right, and there should be a booth there to purchase. Okay, so the time is 9:44. I went to the normal booth to try to buy the Sip and Savor pass, but they said they're not ready yet. So now I'm gonna head over to Elias & Co. and hope that they have it there because that's what they said. So we'll see. And for reference, Elias & Co. is this little store right here on the corner, right as you enter Buena Vista Street. Okay, so I went ahead and picked up my Sip and Savor pass from Elias & Co. And I really like the design. Again, like last year, they let you choose who you want on the cover of it. So I went ahead and chose Horace because it is his year this year. And then I do have to compare the guides that they give you compared to just the general map that's out available in front of the park. The one they give you this year is like a full-size one, so no more of those little booklets. And there's like so much information in here. So it tells you about ordering ahead and like ordering all at once. So you go pick up your thing, your food and your drinks instead of going booth by booth. And they also show you some of the different offerings and locations inside, such as the Mulan New Year Procession, as well as the Hurry Home Lunar New Year Celebration water short. And then you can meet some friends like Mickey and Minnie and May May, and then here's some traditional music. So there are a lot of different options on this guide map, as well as they provide the pictures of the different foods that are available, as well as the drinks, and then their location. So it'll let you know where exactly you can find them and at what booth. So I really like this guide this year. It feels like they took some time to kind of develop it compared to the past. So let's go scope out the area and see what is available as far as the food booth. Something that was interesting to me is when I purchased the Sip and Savor pass, I asked the cast member if I had to show my Magic Keep pass, and he was like, no, we stopped checking, I believe you. And it's kind of crazy because there is a price difference. It's not super significant, but still kind of bizarre. So now I'm making my way to the back of the park because near Paradise Garden Grill, they typically have a lot of different activities for you to do. Oh, all the merch carts are still covered. But there are typically a lot of events for you to do in the back of the park. I believe they write your name or can write something for you in, I think it's Chinese characters. So I'm really excited to see what all of that is about. But here are some more of the booths coming up on our path. You have Bamboo Blessings, and then the Dragon Spice Traders. It looks like it's starting to get a little bit more busy. Nothing crazy compared to later on in the day, but busy nonetheless. Okay, so here behind me, off to the side, is actually another one of the booths that you can get the Sip and Savor passes from. That one actually looks kind of busy compared to just walking into Elias & Co, but I feel like because Elias & Co is more low-key. Reminder, they do set up different little tables and areas for you to grab your food and enjoy. So I've now made it to the back of the park. Let's see if there's anything that is available at this time. So it looks like Paradise Garden Grill is still currently closed. It's 10 o'clock. I'm not sure what time they're supposed to open, maybe 10:30. But it could also be because they're setting up, but at the same time there are people in there. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. Maybe it's like a private event. But in the meantime, let's admire these cute little banners that are up because I think they're so cute. Okay, I'm gonna come in for the calligraphy art. Awesome, thank you so much. Alrighty, so I went ahead and wrote down a wish for the new year, and I just put, I wish for strength for my family and for this year to be better than the last. And then what you're gonna go ahead and do is hang it up on the chains with the little string that they provide. And then for the calligraphy characters, so you're able to choose some pre-selected ones on the table, and they had a bunch of different ones like love, prosperity, courage, but I asked for one that embodies strength because I feel like this past year has been kind of tough for me and Cody. There's just been a lot going on in our lives, and we really turned to each other in those times, which I'm so grateful for. But I just wanted something to symbolize that. That's just something that I think is like really amazing and really special about this year. I know that I'm not Chinese, Korean, or Vietnamese, which are some of the cultures or some of the ethnicities that celebrate the Lunar New Year. However, I do really resonate with the Year of the Horse. And the Year of the Horse is supposed to symbolize independence, energy, and strength. And I just feel that last year was super tough. Like I said, it was super tough for me and Cody. But this year, something feels different. It's like the winds have changed or something. And I know that sounds corny, but I'm extremely hopeful for this year. And I wish for nothing but great things to happen. And I wish for nothing but love and prosperity for all of you at home. And thank you so much for following us on this journey. Again, I know that we've been kind of MIA and just kind of all over the place. There's just been a lot going on behind the scenes, but we really want to continue and show you guys what's available to you, because I think that that's something that kind of offers guidance and makes your trip easier when you guys come to the parks. Also back here underneath the Silly Symphony swings, it looks like I found the spot where they're going to be giving out the Magic Key buttons. So starting from today, the 23rd of January until January 26th, any of the Magic Key holders can come over here to this area right underneath the Silly Symphony swings from 2 to 7 and pick up their Lunar New Year button. Now if you can see it, that's what that looks like. Alrighty, so I just wanted to do a little outfit check. This is my new jersey from Box Lunch. And then I have a clip from Toontown Market. It's a Mulan clip. And then here's the back of the jersey. And yeah, this area is also just another little area where you can bring your food and your snacks and just kind of like enjoy the view. There's some tables set up over here and it's like pretty quiet. Okay, I found some of the merch. Here is the Magic Key Year of the Horse for $21.99. There's also this other Lunar New Year pin, also $21.99. It has little dangling lanterns on it. It's pretty cute. There's a really cute baseball jersey with Horus on the back. It would run you $74.99, and it has a little patch here on this side. And then this is what the front of it looks like. It says Lunar New Year, and then Disney California Adventure on the bottom. There's also this traditional Lucky Food shirt. It'll cost you $36.99. It's pretty cute. And then there's this an additional shirt that has Mickey and Minnie on it. Nothing on the back. And this will also run you $36.99. These are both like silkscreen. They feel a little bit fragile to me, in my opinion. Same with this one, so I don't think I'll be picking up either of these, but they do look cute.
Umbrella dances are two of Mushu's favorite ancient art forms. They represent beauty, grace. Is a coming. The spirited dragon dance is one of Mulan's favorite traditions. She learned from her ancestors that the wise and powerful dragon dances across the sky when Mulan was a little girl. Her mother taught her that tradition. The ribbon dance was performed for royalty as an expression of gratitude and honor. Mulan learned to respect the strength and discipline of the martial arts from her father. This centuries-old honor.
So I just saw the Mulan processional. It was really cute. They have a bunch of different sorts of dancers, some with ribbons, some with flags, some with swords, the dragon dancer. So it's just really cute to see the characters, especially Chip and Dale in their little dragon outfits. But I need to take a little break. It's now 1:15, and I picked up another pin pack from the second wave from the 2025 pins. So let's see what we get. I'm hoping I get something that's different than what I got the last time. Again, these pins do come in a 2-pack, and let's see what I got.
Pin Talk with Aaliyah. Pin Talk with Aaliyah. And others.
So thank you for joining me again on Pin Talk with Aaliyah. I went ahead and picked up the Pink Wave B Mystery Pin Pack. I'm hoping to get something new. These haven't been coming in separate little black bags, so it's kind of disappointing because it ruins the surprise. But first up, oh, I don't have this one. This one's super cute. I don't know if you can see it. It's from 101 Dalmatians. That one's so pretty. Oh, and after that I got Flounder, so 2 new ones I've never gotten before. So cute. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta add them to my bag and then I'll show you guys. These are my pins from Wave B. So there is the yellow collection, there's the cupcake collection, the Disney D's, bubble wands, the Mickey ear hats, and then the castles. I'll go ahead and put the picture up on the screen as well so you can see what Wave B looks like for these. I might have to ask Cody once he gets here if I can pick up another one, but oh my god, I love the ones that I got. How cute! But thank you so much for joining me for Pin Talk with Aaliyah and others. So next on my agenda is to pick up the free button that I was telling you guys about earlier. It is right there under the Silly Symphony swings, but they start distribution at 2. So I've got like 40 minutes-ish, so I'm just going to relax for a little bit because I've been on my feet this entire time. But now I'm going to get in line because I guess they're already lining everybody up for the Magic Key button distribution. So let's see how long this line takes. Alright, so way off in the distance over there is where I picked up the Magic Key button. There is also a second line for a photo op if you wanted to do a photo op that says Magic Key with a bunch of lanterns, but that was kind of a long line and I don't have anybody to take the picture with me / for me, so I decided to opt out. But now I'm just kind of, I don't know, walking around the area. I still have some time before Cody gets out. And I don't know, I feel like I'm so awkward at doing this by myself. I know typically Cody doesn't talk on camera, but I have him here as emotional support and physical support. So I don't know. We'll see what I end up doing because I'm like, oh my God, I'm alone. Honestly, though, I think I'm just going to go to San Francisco and find a place to like sit and chill there and maybe just have a beer or something because I don't know. It is a beautiful day today, though, but I just don't really want to go on anything else right now. So. All right, so I have made the decision to come back to like the Studio Catering Co. / Hollywoodland because I'm just gonna relax back here, see what there is to see if there are any shows going on because sometimes they do performances back here. But I think that's one thing that I'm not really ever on top of is like when there's performances going on, who's gonna be performing. So I'll let you guys know if that's something you guys can look forward to.
Yeah, we have it but it works.
What do you call those human titties that make you not a fish? Legs. That's what this story's all about.
Well, I decided to go on Little Mermaid by myself. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun. Wander and free, wish I could be part of that world. Now we're coming up on the part that, if you know, you know.
Under the sea, darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me.
Alrighty, sorry I went MIA for a little bit. After I went to Hollywoodland or Hollywood Studios, I went ahead and picked up a beer there and was just kind of like people watching for about an hour, just sipping on my beer. And then after that, I was like, I'm getting kind of bored. So I went to across the street and I went into Animator's Palette. No, that's not what it's called. The Animation Academy. I drew Oswald. Didn't come out very good. I don't know if I'll show you guys. I'll think about it. And then from there, I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to kill time. So I took a lot by Grizzly River Run, went on The Little Mermaid, and then Cody called. It was around 4 o'clock at that time, and he was like, oh, I'm about to get out for work. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And so then after that, then I walked through San Francisco and I was like, let me see if I can go on Radiator Springs Racers as a single rider. I'm sure there'll be a line. It'll kind of give me time to kill. So I did that. And I rode with these people. I'll put the picture here as well. I don't know who they were, if they're famous or if they're rich, but they were VIP people. So Cody was like, I don't know who they are, so they might just be rich. But if you know who they are, let me know. And then now I made my way to Buena Vista Street because I'm really tired, so I picked up a Starbucks coffee, and I'm just going to wait here until Cody gets here. So that's been what's been going on. Something else I forgot to mention is right as I got off of Cars, Radiator Springs Racers, it was sunset, so then they started doing the life would be a dream, life could be a dream thing. So I recorded a little bit, and I'm sure you saw it, but yeah, that was cool. I was like, oh, perfect timing. Well, unfortunate update. This is going to be the end of this little vlog. I just got a call from Cody, and stuff that we've been dealing with just keeps continuing to pile up. So we're going to try to be positive, but he cannot make it out here, so he's going to stay home. And I think I'm going to call it because I'm pretty tired. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends and your family. And if you guys are planning on coming to Lunar New Year and you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below and let us know. And we'll try to get back to you guys as fast as we can. But we thank you so much for your love and support of us, truly. And happy 2026.